Brian De Palma's home movies, 1979. Yup, if Friday wasn't pretentious enough with giving Night of the Eagles a positive review, then I'm gonna be even more pretentious by giving Brian De Palma's most hated and most obscure film a positive review. Sexual harassment portrayed in a goofy and cartoonish way? Oh no, that's gonna make more audiences scared. Come on, guys, he kisses him back. Ooh, what are you going to do? Cuddle with your Amy Schumer comedy albums? Shut up. You see, Brian De Palma saw all of his film students dueling while listening to one of his film lectures, so he said, let's put that into a film. I can't handle this aspect ratio. It's because a student is filming this lecture with a camera. You easily checked out sheep. The film student is played by Kevin Gordon, who would go on to direct 27 films. He is just having his life pass him by, but then his mom walks into him, having fun with his girlfriend. Wait, this is a uncomfortable scene for modern audiences because she's listening to her headphones and doesn't seem to be responding. This is too strange. You can't decide whether or not they're a loving couple. This isn't properly developed. I can't laugh at this. Stop freaking out. It's a weird scene, but you can handle it. It's just showing how young people ignore each other during intimate moments, I guess. We see Garrett Graham, and that's the main reason this film cost over $100,000 to make because of some of the famous actors that are in it, including Garrett Graham. Garrett Graham is the most poorly used comedic actor of the 80s. His most famous role was, I guess, in Demon Seed when he's saving a woman from being tortured by a robot when he played the first computer geek in film. You people probably don't know that because you only know of Bill Murray and don't know about this comic genius because Used Cars bombed in the box office. The main character is stalking his family. He's a creep. I can't watch this. This is a point of view shot showing that his brother is more well liked than him. We are getting to know the main character. It is a good way of showing us something through the main character's lens. The mother is an alcoholic because the doctor father keeps cheating on her, and now she is tired and passed out from alcohol. You people can't handle this awkward scene, yet laugh at Curb Your Enthusiasm every night. I don't understand you. The woman eats meat, but she's not allowed to eat meat because Gary Graham puts her on a special diet where they're only allowed to eat vegetables because he's a man and he likes to lecture to other men about manly stuff. You see, this is what we call man controlling woman. This is abuse. But a modern audience would see this and think, what? He's saving her, but she's not allowed to enjoy the food that she wants? This is terrible. She doesn't have to be saved. She should be allowed to enjoy the food she wants. How dare this film shows that her not being an independent woman and letting her eat the food that she wants is a bad thing. That's not what this movie is showing. It's showing that she is in a manipulative relationship and she's not used to eating meat, so of course, she chokes on it. A man with his shirt off talking to a woman about when she wanted to commit suicide because she kept dating men that weren't good enough for her, but this abuser who manipulates her by telling her to eat special food is supposed to be the good guy. That is terrible. Again, you are misunderstanding this genius film because all you see a modern woman doing is dancing around while listening to Sabrina Carpenter on YouTube Shorts or TikTok. A woman being depressed because she can't find a man? What a dated concept. If I don't see the poor Gary Graham munching on carrots and crying about not having an anime girlfriend while playing video games, I'm turning this off right now. We're supposed to sympathize with the woman. We're not supposed to think that Gary Graham is the good guy. Stop calling every film that has a oppressive male character bad just because it has oppressive male character. We um always know who to sympathize with. We choose who we want to sympathize with in a film. Main character now is put on blackface to spy on his father, cheating on his mother. He's putting on blackface so he can disguise himself in the dark. What? You can't handle new concepts? Oh wait, they subvert the audience by saying he has afro makeup? This is offensive. I can't handle this. It's just so he can disguise himself in the dark. You've called things racist just because the movie wants you to call it racist. You see, this is very, very clever, not dated. A student being too focused on watching ladies on Twitch and hooking up Snapchat pictures to a soundboard website to focus on college schoolwork. This movie predicted the future. I meant he was looking up fellow students, fellow female students on Snapchat because he's in college with them. Okay. Gary Graham sees that she brought organic cookies and throws them on the garden. This man does not cherish what this woman does for him. What a unlikable character. I can't watch this anymore. And it's also enforcing these ways on these young men. How could he do that? This is a terrible scene. You see, again, you're letting your brain fool you with this scene. This is supposed to be showing how no matter what she does, she can't stay on the strict diet that Gary Graham wants her to stay on. So she is a failure to his manly ways. But when she tried dating other men, they weren't manly enough for her. She can never be satisfied unless she dates a man that forces her to only eat vegetables. A young man flirting with a slightly older woman while giving her fast food, he does not properly earn this woman unless he pays over $50 for an entire meal. He can't cheap out and pay less than 20 for both people. What is this film saying? That men are allowed to be cheap and get the woman that they want? This is a terrible message. I can't handle this. See, what this film is actually saying is that she enjoys the simple pleasures of eating a hamburger. So now she's going to go back to her old ways of dating young guys who are wimpy and are probably too pathetic to kiss her correctly. Garrett Graham sniffing the floor for over 3 minutes. This is self-indulgence of a comedic actor. This is stupid. I don't go back to my SNL skits of a woman calling a boy a virgin for over 10 minutes because he's 20 years old and forcing him to smell his own dusty keyboard. That is much more funny, even though that would go on for 10 minutes and be extremely repetitive and annoying also. He starts filming his own life. You see, this film did protect TikTok because now students think that filming every insignificant um, conversation tick as a joke is considered a student film, but that is something that people fall asleep to. Wait, now you're opposed to film yourself sleeping, and that's how you make the most money on the internet? What if I tried that and I was the guy? I would make zero money and probably be called a weirdo. Now only women can make money while filming their own life. Guys can't do that without being called weirdos. She goes to a biker gang party. She's put through a series of trials to see if she can resist temptations that she went through before she started dating Garrett Graham. But these biker gang men are just too obnoxious for her to resist. This is incredibly dated. Women can't like obnoxious, stupid men, but that's what she liked before, and there is nothing wrong with that because there's a lot of thrill in being on the back of a motorcycle. There's a lot of romantic thrill in that. I guess we can't look at a hairy man and not think of him as an abusive figure nowadays. Now that she was able to resist all temptations, she can run back to Gary Graham, and she's already in a marriage gown. Wait, she's actually going to marry this man that only forces her to eat vegetables? How terrible. This movie is gonna end on a dark note. I can't handle that. The movie almost ends with her sleeping with the young man, the young geeky man. What is this film about? Does he really enjoy the pleasure of bunnies more than this geeky guy? That is just too crazy of a concept to handle. I mean, it's not like women act like they enjoy stuffed animals more than men to make men feel insecure about themselves. That definitely never happens online to make men keep buying their seductive pictures. The movie ends with him and the lady kind of having a relationship. Wow, the geeky guy wins against the guy that only marries vegetables. I can handle a situation where this guy is a more appealing partner than a strong man. What is the world coming to? I smell why nice guys are the worst thing in movies. Essay videos coming this movie's way. So that's Home Movies, a film that audiences just can't handle, so it has to be hidden, and more respected Brian De Palma films must cover this film up because of this freaky movie poster. I mean, what the hell is this? The white character is like brown? What is going on here? People can't handle this comedic masterpiece. So I guess you can't come into this film with an open mind and just accept what's going on and maybe think about some of the psychological stuff that are in it. Well, I guess you don't deserve to search this movie up on YouTube. Sorry. Bye.